Hey, this is a video response to, I think his name is qiranger. I remember you as Steve. So anyway, Steve is in South Korea now, which is very near to where I am in the world, right? And he's talking about an interesting experience he had with a homeless man. And I thought I would just tell you what I know about it. I'm actually from Peru. I only lived there a year when I was a kid, but I've gone back many times. And something I've always thought was interesting was the way people, there are a lot more beggars, you know, in South America than there are. I also spent a year and a half traveling from Mexico down all the way down to through, you know, Ecuador, Peru, Colombia, all the way down Central America, every place, down to Chile, up to Argentina and Brazil, and then back again to Peru. Anyway, there are beggars everywhere all over South America, and they get money from it in many different ways. One of them I thought, you know, I remember most, what's the word? Most fondly, one of the fondest memories I have is of poor children boarding buses in Peru and singing really loud. And they'll sing a whole song, and at the end of the song they'll say, you know, thank you very much for listening to my song. Now please give me some money. And they'll pass around a hat, you know, and try to get some money. And they're often terrible singers, but it's always been something I thought was really cute that they did. In Japan, we do have quite a few homeless people. They have blue tent towns. What they do is they use those blue tarps. I don't know if you have them. Imagine very light blue tarps, and they'll build makeshift lean-tos or little houses out of them. Actually, some of them build houses in the public parks. It's a kind of a pain in the ass because a lot of families who like using the parks don't feel comfortable with you know, with homeless people in the parks, and sometimes, you know, they'll be, you know, taking poops right in the park, and they'll be showering, they'll be half naked. You know, it's kind of gross, to be honest. But to their credit, I rarely see a Japanese person beg, a homeless person beg. There is one or two guys who've learned how to ask Westerners to beg. You know, they learned that much English, and I don't know where they learned it, but they'll say, like, give me some money, please. I don't remember exactly what they said, but it was English, and I was surprised. But most homeless people do not beg. And there is one group of people who beg, and those are, if you watch my, I'll try to get a clip of it for this video. My Naked Festival, there is a video of a Buddhist monk with one of those little kind of hats, begging. And those kind of, you know, begging for alms type of scenes are quite common. No, actually not that quite common, but you will see them occasionally, you know, like I think near stations and in parks occasionally. And they're not frowned upon at all. And the other thing about homeless people is they're not in your face intrusive with the begging. Like in New York City, people are like, you know, right in your face, like, man, give me some money. It's a little bit scary sometimes if you've never been in that kind of situation, you know, if you've never seen a homeless person, or if you come from the suburbs and go to New York City, like I did, you know, I was like, whoa, man, you know, back off. But anyway, it's a very good vlog called Ripples in a Pond by qiranger, and it's very short too, so it won't take much of your time. Check it out. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.